Ja, het she Randy L. Barton yenishe. 1200 shle. She bashichi. There's a thana de Chanela ki ani de shache. I just introduced myself in my native language because we are here on the Navajo Reservation in Gray Mountain, Arizona. Right behind me is a 1950s building that was owned by the Whitening brothers, who own a chain of hotels on Route 66 back in the mid-50s. This one here was closed over 15 years ago and boarded up in 2007. And since then it's been revitalized by Chip Thomas as part of the Painted Desert Project, featuring artists Vile One, Breeze, and Douglas Miles, in the theme of reclaiming the visual landscape, reclaiming a white America that excluded indigenous peoples, containing elements of calligraphy and depictions of strong indigenous women. What you see behind me is a protest piece made by Chip Thomas, creator of the Painted Desert Project, and is it about the sacred mountain that sits south of us, where there is snow on top year-round. And it is about the industrialization of a resort putting more fake snow on top, which many believe that it was going to disrupt the balance, because our indigenous people believe that there's deities who sit on top, keeping things in balance for our universe. Balat Shklat, the five-fingered beings, no to racism. Do I need to say more? We all have fingers. We all have hands. Let's help each other. Culture, cultura. Many feel it because it's something we gravitate to. It's something we need as people. This is what this piece represents. The theme, culture. It's also representative, and I'll give it a big shout out to all the indigenous people trapped in the prison systems, trying to find their way out, or many who get stuck in it. Culture. Let's free ourselves. The Navajo Nation encompasses more than 27,000 square miles across the 3 states, New Mexico, Utah, Arizona, and is the largest home for indigenous people in the U.S. There's a lot of extracted uranium from these Navajo lands. This one's dedicated as #StopCanyonMine. And the piece on the side, as we see here, it reads Mask Jane. Jane is a Navajo word for, that's what they're saying in the streets. The Navajo Nation was hit the hardest for the COVID-19. It's reminding people as you come off the freeway to put on their mask. So a pretty popular theme of the art out here has been water is life. We have this makeshift, almost DIY kind of buildings out here for people to sell their native jewelry. And by painting beautiful images, he gave it life, just in the same way that water does to our human self and our earth, you know, and water is life. Up next, we got some art by Daniel Josley. He created a lot of these murals that was on the school bus route to remind kids about the traditional stories of the Diné culture.
Daniel Josley here, born and raised in Chantou, Arizona. We're here in Page, Lake Powell on the Navajo Reservation, and wanted to bring you all out here to talk about some murals in the area, and one of which is behind me, the horn-toad of blue. In Navajo, we call them Che Na Shoni Bichiji Dotlije. In my Navajo culture, we look at the horn-toad as somebody of great wisdom, knowledge, and protection. You know, when we come across them out in the wilderness and we find them, it's like having running across some good luck. Being a member of the Painted Desert Project, I've had the opportunity and the honor of working with different artists from all over the world, as far as Italy, New York, California, and they would come here and they would create something original and one of a kind just by being introduced to the families in the community. The mural that you see behind me is one of the first murals that I started when I got into mural art. It is a representation of a story that my grandfather used to tell me. Our grandfather, the horned toad, has a line running down his back, and it's from his interaction with the lightning god. And that's what I have portrayed here on the water tank. The water tanks and abandoned buildings in the area gave me the opportunity to express myself.
This artist goes by the name of Gola Hundun, and it represents the 4 traditional colors that Navajos use: white, yellow, black, and blue. And white represents the east, the early morning. The yellow represents the evening time, when you can see the sunlight, the golden hour. The blue represents the sky, like midday, and black represents the night. And it looks here, he went with the tree of life concept, and the mountain representing the Navajo land. Up next, we have a piece titled Changing Woman. And in this piece, it's a very powerful story, which features the hummingbird, which is a spirit messenger, giving blessings to a young woman. What's taking place here is the Kinaldas ceremony. It's a woman coming of age, whereas the 4th day, she comes out, running out the Hogan, running to the east, to signify the growth and all the challenges that she will face in life. We are at the end, the beginning of the end. I like to say begin again, because that's what happens. This is not the last time you're gonna see us, and it's not the last time you're gonna see beautiful murals here on the Navajo Reservation. So feel free, please come to our land and check out our beautiful art. And we out. Until the next time.